There's a picture of our building here. It kind of looks like a ship if you're wondering where we're at. That's where I am today, where it's a little bit overcast, but the ocean's out there somewhere. It's a lovely part of campus. Our mission is to advance business by generating meaningful research and educating principled, innovative leaders. And though we primarily started teaching graduate students pursuing an MBA, we now have many other programs, including several graduate programs. We have a master's in quantitative finance. We offer a master's in professional accountancy, master's of science business analytics, a PhD program, and we also have a very large undergraduate program as well. And in fact, we fill more than 20,000 student seats in our undergraduate program every year. And about 50% of all UCSD undergraduates take at least one course at the Rady School during their time here at UCSD. And that's what I'm here to talk to you all about. That's what you're interested in, is our undergraduate program. So first of all, any UCSD student can take our classes. There is no separate admissions process for our undergraduate program. So once you're admitted to UCSD, you can enroll in our undergraduate courses just as you would enroll in any other undergraduate course at UCSD. To get involved at Rady, you can be as involved as you like. You can take just one course that interests you. You might take a minor at the Rady School, or you might dive more deeply into a business-related major. And we'll get into some details about these options. So in researching UCSD, you may have already noticed that there is no business major. And what we do offer is something a little different. We offer something more interdisciplinary in terms of business education. So first of all, we offer several different minors, business-related minors. And I have those listed here: accounting, business economics, entrepreneurship and innovation, finance, marketing, technology, innovation and supply chain, and business analytics. Right now, the two most popular are finance and marketing. We have lots of students who are interested in those two topics, and those are fairly new and quite popular. But imagine a communications major with a marketing minor, or an engineer with a technology, innovation, and supply chain minor. These minors can be paired with almost any major on campus and are designed to pair with the knowledge you're gaining from your home department. The minors are all 7 courses and can overlap with some college or major requirements. So most students do find they have time to complete a minor during their course of study. In addition to these minors, you might choose to dive a little more deeply into business education, and you might choose to pursue one of our 3 collaborative majors. The Rady School has partnered with 3 departments on campus to offer these majors, and we're really proud of them. First of all, we have the business economics major, which is the 2nd largest major on campus currently. This is a super exciting major. It combines accounting concepts like macro and microeconomics with practical business skills like leadership and negotiations. So students are going to learn how to operate within firms and how firms operate within markets. This is a very popular major for transfer students. So maybe some of you on the participating in the webinar are interested in this one, might have questions about it. Another very popular business option is the International Studies International Business major. This is also a top 10 most popular major on campus, where students will study the application of business methods and theories in an international context. Another option, business psychology, which is a unique offering in the UC system. This one trains students to apply psychological principles to the workplace and to organizational challenges. So some really interesting options in terms of majors that you might pursue that are related to business. All right. So what else do I want you to know about Rady? So I want you to know a little bit about our courses and our faculty. So we offer over 70 different course topics, business course topics. So I've listed some of the courses that we offer, but they span a variety of different business topics. Most are upper division. So that means you're taking them as a junior or senior, but we do offer some lower division course topics as well for your first year students that are listening in today. So again, I mentioned any student can take our classes. So even if you just want to take one, you just see one, you're only interested in, consumer behavior, you can just take that course if you're interested in that one course. But typically our class sizes are around 90 students. They might be a little higher for more quantitative courses like accounting, like managerial accounting or something like that might be a bit higher. But I think you would find that our courses are very interactive, very practical, and applicable to real world and to the workplace. So you can put your knowledge into action. Courses can be used to meet general education requirements for your college or even university requirements. And I want to also tell you about our faculty. So many of our faculty are industry experts having worked or researched in the area that they're teaching in. And with that, speaking of faculty, I want to introduce you to Sherry Hayes. Professor Hayes is one of faculty who comes to us with industry real world experience in the subject matter she teaches. Sherry's been teaching with us for about 7 years and has a super interesting professional background. And I will let her tell you a little bit about her experience and the course she teaches. So Sherry, I'll hand it over to you.
Thank you, Gila. Hello, everyone. I'm Sherry Hayes, and I'm a lecturer at UCSD where I teach project management in the health services. Before teaching, I served 21 years in the U.S. Navy in preventive and public health leadership throughout the healthcare system. I've been in different settings from hospitals to clinics. I've driven ambulances. I've done technician work as well as leadership work in many different areas from overseas to within the United States. So I love helping students connect structure and purpose, showing how project management brings clarity and teamwork to complex health challenges. So as Gila had mentioned, I teach project management in the health services, and there's two different types. There's project management in business, and then there's project management in health services, and they are very different. So the one that I teach is in health services, and basically I help students to understand how structured planning, teamwork, and clear communication bring ideas to life. Skills that are essential across public health, business, and leadership roles. And so students leave my course ready to apply project management thinking in real settings, turning concepts into coordinated action and learning to lead with purpose and clarity. And so I'd like to just invite any of you, if you'd like, you can look me up on LinkedIn. And if you'd like to connect, I'm happy to connect and to share more if you'd like to learn more about project management and the health services. Thank you, Gila, and welcome all.
Thank you so much, Sherry. I appreciate you sharing this with our students, and I think it's important for students to understand why this content is important and what they might learn when they're taking courses with us. So thank you so much. Now that you have an idea of some of the topics and some of the things you might learn in the classroom at Rady, I want the folks on the call to have an understanding of some of the opportunities you might have outside of the classroom and just generally about the student experience. So there are many opportunities to connect with other business-focused students and student orgs affiliated with the Rady School. We currently have, I think, maybe 27 business-related student organizations that you could choose to be part of. There are organizations like the Sustainable Investment Group, Undergraduate Accounting Society, Women in Business. Women in Business, that's the photo on the bottom left, the ladies in the white there. Latinx business organization. AdWave is our competitive advertising team. This group goes out and competes in case competitions, which is really cool. Anyway, these groups allow students to put knowledge into action, really experiential learning, type of opportunities, and engage with like-minded students. The top photos there are photos of our Meet the Orgs events, which we hold twice a year to make sure that students are aware of what types of clubs they can join and just make them more familiar with what opportunities they have in terms of student organizations. And with that, I would like to introduce Bhavika. Bhavika is our VP of External Relations for Rady Business Council. Business Council is the organization that's kind of oversees all the other business related student organizations. And Bhavika can tell us a little bit about her experience.
Thank you. Hi, everyone. My name is Bhavika, and I currently serve as the Vice President of External Affairs at the Business Council, the official undergraduate leadership board for the Rady School of Management. I'm really excited to talk to you today about what the business community at UCSD looks like, from the different club opportunities available to the activities you can get involved in, and what life is like as a business student here at Rady. UCSD has a vibrant and fast growing business ecosystem. Even though the university is best known for its STEM programs, our business community has expanded tremendously in the past few years and is one of the most collaborative and well connected on campus. There are now 31 pre-professional organizations under Business Council, which we call the Rady Vantage Organization, each focused on different industries and interests. For example, Phi Beta Lambda and Women in Business provide leadership and general business exposure. TCG, which is Triton Consulting Group, and Lumnis Consulting focus on real world consulting projects, and Sustainable Investment Group, Triton Quantitative Trading, and Undergraduate Investment Society explore finance and investing. There are also niche groups like the Product Space, Undergraduate Law Review, and the Data Science Student Society, which blends business with other fields. Every organization has its unique culture, leadership structure, and professional opportunities. So, no matter what you're interested in, you can find a community that fits you. As Business Council, we serve as the official liaison between the student organizations and the Rady School of Management. Our job is to make sure that every Rady Vantage organization has access to the resources they need. Things like room reservations, funding, event planning support, and professional development opportunities. We also host large scale events, board of director meetings where student organizations share updates, collaborate, and exchange ideas. If you're interested in being a part of the Business Council, we recruit new members every spring quarter for the following school year. We are always looking for driven students who are passionate about leadership, teamwork, and helping strengthen the business community here at UCSD. One of the biggest advantages of joining a business organization here is the professional development and the alumni network that you get access to. Every organization offers something slightly different, but most include mentorship programs, workshops on resumes, interviews or case competitions, and guest speaker events featuring professionals from top firms. Each organization also has its alumni network, which is an amazing resource. Many alumni return to recruit, give advice, or just help current members land internships. And beyond the professional side, most organizations also host social events and mixers that make the community really welcoming and fun. Throughout the year, Business Council and the Rady Vantage organizations host a variety of events that give students hands on experience and networking opportunities. At the start of every quarter, Meet the Orgs in the Rady Quad is a huge highlight. It's a great way to explore different organizations all in one place. You'll also find case competitions, pitch competitions, and networking nights where you can practice real world business problem solving and connect with alumni or industry professionals. Now, talking about my experience. Being a business student here at UCSD means that you're surrounded by motivated, ambitious peers in an environment that both collaborative and hands-on. In class, you'll take courses like finance, marketing, analytics, and economics, and then apply what you learn immediately through your organizations and internships. What's special about Rady is that undergraduates actually get access to resources, classrooms, and advising, which is rare since most business schools reserve those only for graduate students. Personally, being involved in the business community has shaped my entire college experience. It's helped me grow as a leader, apply what I've learned in meaningful ways, and connect with people who have inspired me and supported me. To wrap up, UCSD's business community is full of opportunities to grow professionally and personally. Whether you want to explore industries, build leadership skills, expand your network, or just find some like minded people. My biggest piece of advice to you all would be to get involved early and try a few organizations to see where you feel the most aligned. Every organization offers something unique, from its alumni connections to workshops and social events. But together, they make up one of the most supportive and collaborative communities on campus. And if you're interested in helping run it behind the scenes, definitely keep an eye out for the Business Council recruitment in the spring quarter. We would love to have you join our team. Thank you all for listening, and I hope this gave you a better sense of being a part of the UCSD's business community. Have a nice day.
Bhavika, thank you so much for sharing your experience. I think you've given some great advice. I agree that students should get on this early to get involved with student organizations, and that the professional development and the community is one of the major benefits of being involved with a student organization. So thank you very much for sharing that student perspective. I really appreciate it. I do want to mention a couple other opportunities for student engagement. Let me share my screen again. All right. We also have something called the Business Economics Mentorship Program available, which allows incoming business and economics majors to meet others before school starts in fall, to meet faculty and learn about research and internship opportunities, and just this provides general guidance and mentorships for students throughout the program. That's a program you can apply to be part of this Business Economics Mentorship Program. And then the Venture Fellows Program. This is an opportunity available through our Sullivan Center, which is a way to learn about internships and experience internships. So students interested in gaining real world experience can join the Venture Student Fellows, where teams work directly with founders and faculty to do market analysis, development of business plans, generate financials, those sorts of projects, guided by an experienced mentor. And this may include academic credit for students participating in this the Student Venture Fellows Program. And it could also include funding available through our Start Our accelerators for students who have entrepreneurial aspirations and plans for that. So those are some opportunities there. There was a question about startups in the chat. So I hope that's helpful as one mechanism that you might that a student might pursue if interested in startups. They could do something with our Venture Fellows program. There are also other opportunities on campus outside of Rady, which we can help connect students with available elsewhere. But our Rady faculty have connections as well that could assist. All right. Those are the main points that I wanted to discuss in the presentation. Let me go to the chat. There were a few questions I wanted to address. One of the questions was about study abroad opportunities. So there are many opportunities to study abroad while at UCSD. There are opportunities available through a program called EAP, Education Abroad Program. Rady would participate in that. We would review coursework that you might take abroad. So you're studying in, say, Barcelona or something, and we could pre-review a course to see if it would be equivalent to one of the courses you would need for your major or minor. So maybe you're taking a marketing course in Barcelona and have it transfer back and count towards your degree requirements here with Rady. And so that's one way we could assist with your study abroad aspirations. In fact, studying abroad is encouraged in the international studies, international business major. And so I would definitely advise trying to squeeze that in if it's something that you're interested in to make that happen during your time here at UCSD. And like I said, Rady will try and find ways to make that work for your time to degree to make sure you're still making timely progress toward your degree while you're studying abroad. There was also questions about internships. So while Rady doesn't necessarily house internships, we don't connect students with internships here in-house. There is central campus resources that would assist with that through our Career Services Center. So that's absolutely options available through campus careers. Where Rady might come in is if you were earning academic credit for an internship through the Academic Internship Program, which is called AIP, then you might need a faculty advisor. And many of our Rady faculty oversee and serve as faculty advisors for those projects, so you can earn academic credit and receive guidance from a business faculty member for your internship. Let's see. Other questions. There were questions about our graduate program. So I work in undergraduate, so I don't want to make it sound like I'm an expert in our graduate program, but I can say that our graduate program, our undergraduate program are totally separate. So taking undergraduate coursework at Rady does not necessarily improve your chances of getting into our graduate program or remove requirements that you might need to take as a graduate student. So they're not connected in that way. That said, we love to have UCSD undergraduates apply to our graduate program in certain programs in particular. So, for example, the Masters of Professional Accountancy, we have lots of undergrads who go from our accounting minor into the accounting master's program at Rady. So that's quite common. And also our Masters of Science Business Analytics. So back to the accounting, Masters of Accounting program, we even have a kind of a junior application process where students can have a good idea in their junior year as an undergrad if they'll get into the graduate program, to Rady's graduate program then. And we do offer fellowships. There are fellowships for all UC graduates of $10,000 towards your tuition for the Rady graduate program as well. So while it's helpful to have a UCSD degree for your graduate admissions, but it's not required at all. For programs like our Masters of Business Administration, they definitely want to see work experience. So I wouldn't say that we see many students go straight from undergrad to grad, but for some of the specialized master's programs, we have many undergraduates go into those programs directly from undergrad. So I've listed, I have some QR codes here, and including one for our graduate admissions page. I've also listed some QR codes for ways that you can stay connected with us. I have our Rady undergraduate Instagram page and our Rady undergraduate LinkedIn page. We often have updates here for events that are happening, for guest speakers, for courses that we're offering, specialty courses that we might be offering in a particular quarter, and just things that are happening around campus. particularly on Instagram. We'll have some updates there. So if you're so inclined, you're welcome to follow us and see what we're up to. Let's see, just checking to see if any other questions are coming in. There's another question. There's a question about AI and the use of AI in the classroom. This is interesting. This is definitely a hot topic. And I would say that this is definitely something that our faculty are thinking of a lot, and something that we're incorporating into the curriculum. We're offering several courses that address use of artificial intelligence. We offer a course regularly taught by one of our faculty who specializes in the subject called AI and Technology Strategy. That's a really interesting course where we're dealing with some of the consequences and some of the features of using AI more frequently. We have a course that we're offering this winter on using AI in teaming and using AI in the workforce, kind of being a manager of an AI workforce. So that'll be an interesting course, but definitely something that is being introduced into the curriculum. And as far as using it in the classroom, I would say that different faculty allow it in different ways. We have some faculty who encourage its use and encourage their students to ask AI to create a marketing presentation for a product. This is part of our introductory marketing course. They have a AI create a marketing plan for a product and then compare it to one that they've created and compare them side by side and see how well AI does in creating something like that. So it's pretty interesting. Let's see. There were questions about prerequisites and do you need prerequisite courses? Are there prerequisites to taking business courses? And the answer is many courses do not have prerequisites. So other than upper division standing, so meaning juniors and seniors. But not all. So let's say we have an intro marketing course, and that might be required for more advanced marketing topics, but not all. So I would say it's maybe 75% of our classes have no prerequisites, just other than upper division standing. Let's see. Okay, there was a question about the business psychology major and is it geared towards those interested in marketing? So no, I mean it could be. So marketing does certainly have a psychology component to it, and some of our marketing courses are required or are approved as electives for that course. It's a psychology major. I mean, you're definitely learning the basics of psychology in that program. Where the marketing might come in is in things like consumer behavior, is consumer choice, and how that is how psychology impacts choices we make when we're making purchases and making financial decisions. We actually have a new course that addresses the psychology of money and spending that is that is going to be part of the business psychology major. And so that's how it might come in that's how marketing would be connected to the business psychology major. But it's definitely more heavy on it's definitely a psychology major. And I would, if you go to our website, which was linked in earlier slides, you can actually see the exact curriculum that is part of the business psychology major. There was a question about, is it possible to have two minors? Yes, you can double minor, and you can double minor. The key is it can't have too much overlap. So you couldn't have like a business minor and a business economics minor. Those don't overlap, but you could do accounting and finance. Those don't overlap. That would be fine. I should mention that also. I mentioned that our minors could pair with almost any other major on campus, and the almost is because you couldn't do a business economics major and a business minor. That's repetitive. But you can do a business economics major and a finance minor, or a marketing minor, or a accounting minor. That's fine. Or international studies, international business major, and an entrepreneur and a business analytics minor. So there are some restrictions, but it's kind of the obvious ones. It's just it can't be so much overlap. Great. Okay. Well, not seeing any other questions I can easily answer from the chat. If there are other questions, I would encourage you to check out our website. There's also contact information on our website, and reach out to us. And if business topics interest you, I encourage you to check us out. Check us out at the Rady School. Come and take a course with us. And I really appreciate you listening and tuning into our webinar. And thank you again for considering UCSD. We hope to see you here sometime in the future. Thank you so much.